What is going on, guys? It is Parker here, and we are finally going to be getting started running the wire in Project Sequoia. It's going to be an epic video, going to be the biggest build I've done so far. It's just going to be awesome. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, just a quick overview of what we are going to be doing. We have 50 feet of zero gauge wire from Sky High car audio, and of course it is oxygen free copper. So we're going to be running 2 strands of that from the front of the car to the back. We have a bunch of dual Sky High car audio A&L fuse holders, some battery terminals, bunches of lugs, heat shrink, all kinds of stuff. And then over here we have a couple AGM batteries. I have another one over there and another one in the Jeep. Alright, now for anybody who does not know, this is my 2005 Toyota Sequoia. So far we have put a Pioneer radio, Apple CarPlay radio in this. This is the DMH 1500 NEX. So Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and then it has lots of audio controls, 4-volt outputs, and all that good stuff. So right now we've just been using that. But time to get a sub hooked up. So it's kind of what we got going on here. Of course, just the little old stock gel battery in here. We are going to be changing this out to an AGM and then adding my other AGMs as well. And we're going to be running the wire underneath the car. So it's going to run along here, down through there, all the way under. It's going to come up into here. Have a wheel for my WRX in here I need to go get fixed. Has a little crack in it. And then it's going to come up. I don't know if y'all can see. Sorry, it's dark in here. But I've already drilled the 2 holes where the wire is going to come through. So yeah, just got to start running this wire. Alright guys, so we have got the wire ready to go. So I got 2 ends already crimped and heat shrinked and ready to hook up. So these are going to be ran to the front. Now, I'm going to start in the back and run to the front just so I don't have to cut the wire yet, because it's just one 50-foot piece. And I want to, when I do cut it, have that piece as long as possible, just in case I need it. So, yeah, that's going to run underneath, through here, and then up to here. Now, this is not the permanent place we're going to keep this, but for now, that seems like the easiest spot, so I can get to it easily. There really isn't a good, it looks like there is, but there really isn't a good mounting place. If you mount it here, anywhere here, this comes in and hits it. And then if you try to mount it under here, there just isn't really an easy access to get to it. So for now we're going to do that, but we will be probably putting it somewhere better eventually. So we're going to leave some extra wire up there. But yeah, let's get to running the wire. Alright guys, we have the wire run through there, underneath, through here. That should be plenty to run and get up to here. So we're going to go ahead and run it all along the bottom, and then we can pull any slack back up through the back. Alright guys, we have it ran all the way through. Now I have a good deal of extra just in case I want to mount the fuse block anywhere else. There's a reach all the way over to here, so that should be plenty. Runs down along through there. Made sure it's out of the way of any moving parts or sharp metal areas. So now what we just got to do is pull all this slack back that way. Get it all nice and tight, and then just find places to zip tie it to keep it very secure. Alright guys, got this hooked up. Extra just bundled up right there in case we need it. Runs all up along through here, through there, and then up into the car over there. All right, guys, we have the wire through. Now I put tape around it, and then there also are rubber grommets in there, and then there is silicone all around that, just so it will seal everything and nothing will move. So while we're waiting for that to dry, I'm going to be mounting another fuse block right here. Just the easiest and closest place to stick it, and then from there we can just run the wire however we want to the extra batteries. Alright guys, so these are the two runs. They're going to go from the front fuse holder to the battery. As you can see, I have this one cut a teeny bit shorter, just so it'll be neater in the curve. Of course, they'll sit just like that. So to get these ready, just get a razor, and we're just going to start 3/4 of an inch or so back. You can kind of get your little lug up to it and see where it looks like it'll fit good. And you just cut and just twist. Kind of twist this. And there it is. And if you just kind of hold these with 3 fingers, that should slide right over. And we're going to have the letters facing up. So it's going to sit just like that. So we're going to get our little crimper. This thing was like 20 bucks. And we just sat it in there. And we start to crimp. And there we go. One done. Just got to get both sides and the other one. And then we'll be good to go. So here we go, got it all done. Now I am not sponsored by Sky High Car Audio, but it definitely is a brand I believe 100% in. So if any of y'all are out there and ever want to sponsor me, definitely spending a lot of money on y'all stuff, so that would be awesome. But anyway, just for comparison, this is a GP 0 gauge lug. This is a Sky High Car Audio. This is their 2/0 or 1/0 lug, but you can just see there's a huge difference in the amount of really just quality that you get. Of course, nothing wrong with GP, and I've used a good deal of GP stuff. I think these will do just fine for most applications, but yeah, Sky High definitely going above and beyond. Now, of course, as I said, this battery is not staying, but we're gonna just kind of this up for the time being, just so I can do some testing. Now this is of course going to go like this. Now that being said, I'm only going to hook one of these up at the moment. No point to do both until we get the battery in here, and this is really too small of a terminal to get both of these on easily. We have 250 amp fuses. I believe this wire could take more current than that, but this is just to be safe. Of course, for having 2 runs, 250 amps per will be 500 amps, and that should be plenty. I don't think I will need any more than that. Just something to note, those are the GP ones back there, and these are the Sky High terminals up here. They are so big that they actually don't really fit under this Sky High Car Audio fuse block very easily. Kind of gotta really force them on there, so that's kind of interesting. You'd think they'd work with their own fuse block. Anyway, again, just interesting, but hey, it goes on there. Hopefully it will get the job done. Alright, so we got that hooked up. Again, just doing one for now for testing. Of course, we'll look at the other end when we actually get the new battery in here. Alright guys, so the next thing we've got to do is run my on-off wire and my RCAs from the radio to the back. That's pretty easy. just tilt these, take out 2 bolts, and then all this kind of pops out. But we also got to figure out where to mount my base knob / volts meter. Now, probably not going to hook the voltmeter of this up today, but we do need to figure out where we're going to want to put it and at least mount it so we can adjust the volume. Now, I'm not going to use an ashtray for anything, but that actually happens to fit in there just perfectly. So probably going to be mounting that right in there. I really do like that a lot. So yeah, I think that's going to go right there. And then just running everything from there, of course, along the side. Now, of course, the power wire is under the car, so we can run the RCAs right through here without any issues. Of course, it'll just run along through here and pop up back here. Got that out. Just gotta hook the sub RCAs to there, and of course hook my amp turn on from there, and then just run them to the back, and we'll have that done. Okay, so we got the wires hooked back into there, and I got them coming out of there, so we can hook in the base knob, and they're all ran down along under through here. And along through here, and all come out over here. So just gonna get this all back together and we'll be done. Don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. We've got a little under 12 volts coming here. The battery's a little weak. 12 volts coming to here. And of course nothing coming to this one because that's not hooked up. On we have 12 volts coming to my switched power as well. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. In the next video, we're going to be building a wooden platform in the trunk so we can mount everything really easily. The batteries, sub box, and amp and all that. So yeah, we'll be doing that, and then we'll be running rounds and hopefully hooking up that amp for testing out and getting a sub in there just so we can test it out. Never had some bass in the Sequoia, so that would be super, super exciting. Anyway guys, stay tuned for the next part.